Hi guys, my name is Ilya Sakharov, I am wine specialist and this is my YouTube channel named Nebbia. This video is about Italian native grape group variety named Greco. Let's start. Name of this group is originally from Greece, as you could easily understand. Of course, there are a lot of another grape varieties in which names there is word Greco, but it is just because these grape varieties are used to produce some Greece style of wine like Passito, Ricina or sweet wine in Italy. There are 5 main members of this group: Greco, Greco Bianca, Greco Mora, Greco Gialla and Greco Nera. The main and the most important member is of course just Greco. This grape varieties is used to produce Greco di Tufo di UCG in Campania. The second is Greco Bianco, which you could also known as Malvasia di Lipari in Sicily or Greco di Ghiaccio. Also, please remember 2 important facts. First, that Greco di Tufo di UCG is just name of wine, but name of grape variety is just Greco. The second fact is important for guys which are going to use Italian grape register. What I mean right now? For example, there is in this document grape varieties which is named as Sangiovese N. Letter N in this condition means just Nero, black in English. That means that Sangiovese is a Nero grape variety. Why it is important? It is important because of Greco B doesn't mean Greco Bianco grape variety in Italian grape register. B just means that this grape variety simply Greco name, is white in color. Hope you understand. And finally, let's sum up. There are 5 members in this group. The main and the most important is just Greco. Greco is cultivated in Campania and the main wine which is made with this grape variety is Greco di Tufo di UCG. The second grape is Greco Bianco. Greco Bianco is cultivated in Lazio, in Sicily, in Calabria and in Sardinia. There are a lot of wines which are made with this grape variety. The most famous and important is Frascati, Bivonghi, Greco di Bianco, Ciro, also Malvasia di Lipari and Malvasia di Sardinia. Third grape variety is Greco Giallo and his cousin Greco Moro. Both of these grape variety are cultivated in Lazio near the town named Cori, and this grape variety are not very important. And the last one is Greco Nero. Of course, you understand that this grape variety is red grape variety. Greco Nero is cultivated in Calabria and in Sardinia, and there are 3 main wines which are made with this grape variety. This is Bivonghi, Lamezze and Terra di Cassenza. Let's discover all of these grapes. Firstly, Greco. The main vineyards of this grape variety are currently located in Campania, but also there are some hectares in Lazio, Puglia and Tuscany. This grape variety came from Greece in 8th century BC. Early Greco was confused with Riesling Italico. Also, there is right now a hypothesis that Greco is a biotype of Asprino from Aversa di Uci in Campania. Main region is Campania for Greco grape variety, province Avellino, Irpinia near town Tufo. Greco is late ripening grape variety, difficult to work on vineyard and on winery too. The most less is resistant to oidium and another disease than all Campanian grapes, but resistant with drought and high temperature. Earlier, farmers in Campania didn't like Greco because of they wanted to high yields and simple work. Greco is rich with polyphenols, tend to oxidation and volatile acidity. He's a really fan of volcanic soil. Greco has got a thick skin, which means that this grape variety is really absolutely amazing to produce sweet wine. Usually wine made with Greco has got yellow color, oily, fatty alcohol structure, notes of yellow and white flowers, yellow and white fruities like honey, pear, peaches and something like this. The main wine made with Greco grape variety is absolutely Greco di Tufo di UCG, and Greco di Tufo di UCG is the most important white wines from Campania region because he is the closest competitor. Fiano di Avellino has got less structure, less alcohol and less character. There are 2 Grand Cru and 1 Premier Cru for Greco Grape varieties. Of course, these names Grand Cru and Premier Cru is just unofficial. If we talk about 2 Grand Cru, one is Greco di Tufo and the second is Santa Paolina. Premier Cru is zone near Montefusco. All of these 3 zones are located near Sabate River. There are some hero producers which works with Greco grape varieties. The most famous, I think, that Mastro Berardino, Dinita Ferrara, Donna Chiara, San Paolo and Di Maio. Now let's talk about Greco Bianco grape variety, aka Greco di Chirace, aka Malvasia di Lipari, aka Malvasia di Sardinia. The most important plantings of this grape variety right now are located in Lazio and in Calabria. This grape variety, Greco Bianco, often could be compared with Riesling because of Greco Bianco as Riesling could to create absolutely amazing wine, not only in dry stylish, but also in sweet stylish. There are some zones to produce wine with Greco Bianco grape variety. Firstly, there are appellations in Lazio near Frascati zone and near Marino di Ossi zone. Also, there are 2 zones in Calabria, it's Bivonghi di Ossi and Sauto di Ossi. And you should remember Greco di Bianco di Ossi in Calabria because of this is the only one appellation to produce wine with air-dried grapes in Calabria. Finally, you could see on this slide information about 4 grape varieties with similar names, but these grape varieties are not Greco Bianco. Greco Bianco di Ciro is Guardavalle aka Uva Greca, Greco Bianco di Regliana aka Greco Bianco di Casenca aka Picarella, Greco Bianco di Lamezia Terme aka Greco Bianco di Donnici, Greco Bianco del Panino aka Mantonica Bianca. Please don't confuse this grape variety with real and true Grape Bianco from Lazio and Calabria. And now let's start to talk about Greco Giallo grape variety. Giallo in Italian means yellow. Right now this grape variety is cultivated only in Lazio in some hillsides near a town named Cori. Often bibliography specialists confuse this grape variety Greco Giallo with Trebbiano Giallo. Main farmer which works with Greco Giallo grape variety is Marco Carpinetti, and there are no monovarietal wines with Greco Giallo grape variety, but you could find some bottles where Greco Giallo consists from 10 to 20% of Summa blend. The next one is Greco Moro. Greco Moro is cultivated also in the hills near Cori town in Lazio like Greco Giallo. Sometimes with this grape variety make wines with short maturation. Greco Moro gives full body, well-structured wines even without oak influence. The typical notes are white and yellow fruit, mint, sage, and these wines will have a very savory finish. Moro means Moorish, means dark skinned. The main farmer which works with this grape variety is also Marco Carpinetti. You could find Greco Moro and Greco Giallo blend in Cori Diuci white wines. Then from 50 to 30% of blend in these wines should be Greco Giallo or Greco Moro. There are no monovarietal Greco Moro wines, but you could try Marco Carpinetti wines named also Moro, where there is about 90% of Greco Moro grape variety. The last one member of Greco family group varieties is Greco Nero, aka Magliaconi, aka Greco Niura. Greco Nero vineyards is located in Calabria and in Sardinia. There are a lot of another region and another grape variety which people named as Greco Nero, but true and real Greco Nero is only in Sardinia and Calabria. There are 5 types of Greco Nero in Calabria. Greco Nero di Ciro is the main, Greco Nero di Subari is located near Tyrrhenian coast, Greco Nero di Verbicaro aka Mantonica Nero is located on Ionian coast, Greco Nero di Lamezia Terme isn't real Greco, it is just a Malioco Dolce, and Greco Nero di Scilla isn't not Greco also, but Castigli grape variety. On Sardinia, they were not mention of Greco Nero until 1909. Right now, it may be there are from 5 to 10 hectares near Aristana, but we don't know for sure. If you are going to try monovarietal wines from Greco Nero grape variety, you could to try Azienda Agricola, Nasciri, Greco Nero, Calabria, EGT. On this map, you could to see Italian wine region. Here is Calabria, and here is Tyrrhenian coast, and here is Ionian coast. You could to find some part of vineyards from Calabria, which are located near both of the seas. Finally, there are some another members of Greco groups, but we don't know even a little bit information about these grape varieties. You could to see their names on the slide. Also, there are a lot of grape varieties which consist in their name word Greco, but these grape varieties are not real Greco. You also could to see these names on the slide. That's all about Greco grape varieties. Enjoy your study. Goodbye.